You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Dancing with the Stars. Tonight's host is DJ Jesse Janedy. Joining Jesse will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Courtney Stewart, Ed Bowling, and Maria Kanellis. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Dancing with the Stars news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, DJ Jesse Janedy.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy, and I'm here with the Dancing with the Stars crew. And we have a new addition, Miss Maria Kanellis. How are you, Maria?
I'm fabulous. So excited to be here.
You might recognize Miss Maria from WWE's Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, and why don't you tell everybody what your name on the show is?
On WWE?
Yes.
It was just Maria.
It is just Maria? I felt like you had a name.
Should I have like the marvelous Maria
Yes.
or Maria the Great?
Maria the Great.
Maria, I will whip your ass.
She sure will.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk Dancing with the Stars today, guys. What's wrong, Courtney?
Dog, that is the longest show ever.
It is. Look.
And we haven't eliminated anybody yet, so
No.
we gotta get through all the bad ones, and it's slow.
I mean, guys, what's going on, networks? 2-hour reality shows. Let's kill them.
Thank
American
you.
Idol. And then not even
So
2
much.
hours, because then we got another hour tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's about all those commercials.
All right.
Yeah, it's about all those
I
commercials
know,
that we
it's like,
saw.
are you not making
Oh.
enough money?
We have a special segment right here.
Well, speaking of networks and things dealing with networks, I've been, whatever, my views on it, it doesn't matter. I have to do this, so whatever.
Greetings,
This is
fans of AfterBuzz TV. During last week's AfterBuzz TV, the Jersey Shore edition, certain questionable actions and behavior took place on the part of our hosts. The parties involved have been reprimanded, and further ramifications are pending following a more in-depth review. In the meantime, AfterBuzz TV would like to publicly apologize to the dedicated AfterBuzz TV hosts of the Glee edition and the American Idol edition, and to the AfterBuzz community in general. While we continue to provide you with the finest in after-show entertainment, as well as a platform for free speech and opinion, we are sensitive to the feelings of others. We ask you for your patience and forgiveness in these trying times, and look forward to your continued support.
So serious.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Fist pump.
No fist pumping. That's what got y'all in trouble.
That's what got.
yeah, so whatever. Glad that's out of the way.
I don't even want to know.
Last week
They were so
on the Jersey
inappropriate.
Shore edition, two of our co-hosts, who will remain nameless here on Dancing with the Stars, they kind of got a little overboard. There was some alcohol involved.
Oh.
They destroyed the green room.
Oh.
The queen of AfterBuzz, Miss Maria Menounos, actually was watching this from her house and stormed in and had to remove them from set.
They went all Chris Brown on it.
I mean, broke windows,
Yeah.
breaking dishes. Like,
Uh-uh.
It was
It was
just.
messy.
Like, for real, for real?
Yeah,
Y'all can
like,
check it
is
out.
it-
It is still up on AfterBuzz TV. But yes, we do need to Maria herself film that apology, and so all the viewers out there, we do apologize. The network has taken care of these two, and we actually had to fly one of their mothers out here.
Yes.
Yes.
Mom had to come talk to him and set him straight.
Sounds very serious.
It was.
It was
So
a little intense for AfterBuzz Land.
All right, we're over that hurdle.
Someone
We're just trying to pay
string was
appropriate
pulled.
attention to
By the way,
matter.
does Phil have a piano in there?
Yes.
Because I saw
Did
his
you
arms
compose that? You were
moving
doing very, very good job
with
there.
the music.
Nice.
Actually, that song is
checking.
by Barcelona. It's called "Please Don't Go." Awesome song. So
Please
check it
don't
out.
go.
Oh,
And
okay. So
After
he is-
Buzz
He
is
wasn't
Please
playing the
Don't
piano.
Go.
I thought he was playing the piano.
I did think so too.
Please don't go. Don't let it be a deterrent
No.
from watching our shows.
All right, but back to Dancing with the Stars.
As we see,
As we can
all
see.
the couples.
We're
all
in studio
11.
looking at all 11 of the couples right now. Courtney, as soon as the show started, gave Brooke her little props this week.
Props, give her a hand. Come on, she at least was not wearing a prom dress. Y'all have to admit she tried a little different with her fashion this week.
Yeah,
it
it was a
wasn't
little
a
better.
full success, but
No.
I liked it. She sparkled.
I wasn't a
did.
big fan of the hair.
Yeah, the hair, you
A
know.
little
Yeah.
square,
We don't want-
cling on
yeah.
it.
There was some helmet sort of
She
thing
was
going on.
trying to
It
go
was.
for that edgy faux hawk thing, but it didn't quite work. I agree with Maria. The head is a little square for that look, and it turned out helmety.
A little alienish.
Yes.
All right, well, speaking of square, our first contestant was Sugar Ray.
Not square.
Only reason I'm going to say this was he looked
honey.
pretty square on that dance floor.
Still a Ninja Turtle.
Still a
Still a
Ninja
Ninja
Turtle.
Turtle.
Not a Ninja Turtle.
With-
Not square.
Still
Okay,
a Ninja Turtle.
someone's taking this a little too personal. So,
That's Sugar Ray Leonard right
all right,
there.
so
that's
what were your
great.
thoughts?
It
on
was
that?
a major improvement over last week. Okay,
Um,
he should have got higher scores just based on how good when he had to do his hip movements, how good that section was alone. It was great.
I do agree with you. The hips were good.
See, It was
Hips are good.
It was smooth. It was flawless. It was great.
I'm sorry, but they did the jive, or is that what they did? The jive?
Yeah, it was the jive.
I'm gonna need him to move his feet.
I wrote.
Congratulations, you can move your hips, but it's the
Okay,
jive.
so he's a
Can
little
you-
stiff. The guy's a little,
No.
he did the best he could.
His feet were as stiff as his forehead. His forehead doesn't move, and neither does his feet. We can't. I'm all about Sugar Ray. Yo, you're the bomb. You were the man. You are the boxing king of the world. But I
Two
think he's
paces
in
too slow.
trouble. I think he is in big trouble.
No, I don't think he's in danger at all.
I think
he's
he's in
not in
trouble.
danger.
I absolutely agree. He was 2 paces too slow. She was out kicking him. She was doing the third kick. He was still on his first.
Yeah.
Then at the beginning, the weird walk like an Egyptian dance that was coming
Yeah.
out. He couldn't even get that as fast as she was doing it. It was just.
It was altogether strange.
I did like her
It
Barney
was.
outfit though, the yellow and purple outfit.
It was very
Yeah, it was
bright
cute.
and perky.
Yeah, it was very cute.
Barney's a good way to describe that.
Very cute.
It was
I
a
w-
sexy wig. She had her little red.
One thing I will say about Sugar is he had the face tonight. He definitely kept the face. He looked like okay, well not that.
Until we just, oh my God, I can't.
That was a
You
little-
guys,
We're
That was a
watching
little
it right now.
turtleish. That
Turn
was
it
a little
off.
turtleish, and I
Turn it
have
off.
to admit that right there.
Sugar.
It's
big-
like-
you get enough.
It's like when you go to the Disney theme park and you see those really like corny dancers.
Corny animated, like doing the parade, and they like want you to come
Yes.
join in, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
It's still
So
such an improvement over last time.
I don't think so.
No.
I do. Look at that. That's good. That's clean right there.
yeah,
I don't know where you live.
Then it
Ed,
went. Then it
but
went.
No.
I mean,
Anyway,
Maybe back now.
so the judges basically said that he was in jeopardy because of this performance.
And I agree.
It was fun and entertaining, which I don't agree.
I don't agree either. Do
I
you feel
didn't get-
charisma from him?
No,
Because
I-
I don't.
I didn't. She gave it to me. I'll
feel-
give her that.
I feel like I should be getting, like, I feel like if nothing else, we would love him, and
Right.
I'm not loving him.
No, I
don't-
want to love him. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I think he'll be okay right now, but I think down the road he's gonna have a
Well,
little trouble.
I think he'll be okay right now
He's
due to
gonna
these
improve,
other
though.
competitors that we saw tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he was too soft. That's what I think it was Carrie Ann that said it, and that hits it right on the point. I mean, his dance. What's her name?
Anna Trubunskaya.
Anna Trubunskaya. She's killing him. She's doing
Yes.
twirls around the splits, and he's just like bending down real slow, trying to scoop her up, and it just wasn't hard enough. I understand the age. I get it.
Man, he did good.
Oh, Ed.
But yeah, so
But-
his score was a 17 overall. Len, who I believe gave the perfect mark, was a 5.
Amen. They should have been
Way
all
too low.
fives.
But Carrie and Bruno, what is up with Bruno? Like, it's whatever Carrie does, Bruno has to like.
Well, not every time. There's a few times he
few times,
did
but-
his own thing.
For the most part, and if he does his own thing, it's usually a higher score.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't usually go below Carrie.
And it's very easy to entertain Bruno, as I've noticed.
Yo.
I mean,
I think
He's
even
up
jazz
dancing.
hands.
he's like, if you got some jazz hands, a little sexy, oh, I don't care what you do on the floor. I love it.
Well, someone that I didn't love and I wanted to really love was Kendra Wilkinson.
I agree.
Her partner was Louis, and they did the quick step this week.
Yes.
And Louis kept telling her in the prepackage she was too masculine, where she had this breakdown crying because she's like, I'm not this playboy, pretty bunny. I'm really just a tomboy at heart.
Yeah,
And it's
she's
like,
always
That's
said
like-
that
that's
though.
exact-
She's
that's good.
always
Exactly.
been like the tomboy of all of it. But she was a stripper before, so she's got a little dance in there somewhere.
right. But
Well,
like,
yeah, we learned last week that it goes in the wrong direction
Right.
because for the poll, all she had to do was that with her butt.
Up
but
and down.
Any of this
Yeah, the side to side movement.
wasn't necessary.
Side, no
and she
good.
had the strength to spin around the pole
Yeah.
because she's strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad though. I want her to be good, but I think the package gave it all away. She has no confidence. Like
I
she,
totally agree.
not in her womanness, I should say.
And
No,
I think
she-
it doesn't help that she starts scared.
Yeah.
Like in her face, she's scared.
Yeah.
it was like she was trying way too hard to be Miss America. Her,
Yes.
her neck was up, and she was like trying to be this like
Yes.
Cinderella princess, and it was like, sweetie, stop.
Gotta be
Get into
comfortable
it,
in
be
your own
comfortable.
skin.
And
Yeah.
that's funny because out of everybody, I feel like she would be the most comfortable because on everything we've ever seen her on, which I know is totally different than this, she's always comfortable in her element.
Yeah. But
And
this isn't her element.
It's not her element, but she's a performer still, and I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
you
just
could
feel
see-
like
You
something
could
needs to be
see
pulled out.
the struggle on her face, and for me, that was just like I didn't enjoy it. You know, I didn't enjoy it. She just it distracted from everything about it. You know, not to mention whatever's going on with her upper body that just stiff. I don't know,
Yeah.
but. And then you can see there's one part at the end where they're doing like a little strut, and you can see the stripper come out there.
Yeah.
So the stripper was there at second dance too.
Yeah,
there.
but I think it's probably got to be hard too. I mean, you see all the professional women dancers, and they go and they're just vibrant and great and amazing. And she's like, I'm trying to be that because
Right.
I'm trying to be one of the women, and they're so elegant and just amazing at what they do. And she's trying to be that. And if she's already saying like, I'm not a girl, I suck, and then you got to go when you watch this and you practice all this time, and you see people go before you, and you're like, dang, I am not that.
And don't
Like,
forget. And don't forget, she knows that those judges are going to critique her.
Yeah.
And she has already shown she's not having it. Every single
Yeah.
time they try to say something, she interrupts and goes, well, that's because I'm having a hard time with it.
Right.
You know,
Don't
or
do
that's
that.
because I'm in heels. You
Don't
know?
do that.
You
She
try
doesn't
dancing in
wanna hear it.
heels.
Yeah.
She's very defensive about it.
Yeah.
As we've seen on other competition shows, you don't
Don't
go
talk back
against
to
the
the
judges.
judges. Just take it.
It makes it worse.
Yes.
Makes
Take it
so
and
much
say,
worse.
I'm going to do it better next week and leave it alone. Jeez.
Carrie Ann said she was too tight and not natural, and which I was the most surprised by Len, because Bruno wasn't crazy about it, Carrie wasn't crazy about it, but Len thought she did an excellent job, and then he
Yeah.
made this comment about her chesticles.
Testicles. That was
Yes.
funny. I laughed.
It was funny. It was just a little awkward.
I
but,
use that word often, and
Do you?
I get made fun of for it.
It's a fun word.
Well, I think that was a low blow for her because it's almost like, you know, he's obviously saying chest and testicles, and so it's like he's calling her sort of a man
Ooh.
again, you know? It's like, don't say that to her. She's already got issues with that.
He's digging
well.
too deep.
What
Well,
are you
her
gonna do?
score was a 19, so overall, between last week's score and this week's score, she's a 37 out of 60.
Which
so
is still pretty good. She's in the
definitely in the
middle,
running.
and she had her footwork. She was doing okay with the choreography and footwork, which is what they mentioned that
Yeah,
she
she's
was
not in
learning
danger.
footwork.
no,
But
not at all.
she's got some time. Let's hope she relaxes.
Well, someone who's a little too relaxed was our next competitor, Miss Chelsea Kane and Mr. Mark Ballas, whose outfits tonight were very
I
Interesting.
hate when they don't
Interesting.
wear the heels. I mean, especially for this, it just made her look very strange down below.
It was very Candyland. Her outfit was very Candyland,
The
and just
eyelashes. Hey, the hair was better than the bouffant
Very
from last
much.
week for me.
I liked her hair, and
appreciate the
so
hair.
did it Mark
There was
Ballas.
movement. Yeah, and Mark Ballas, like the happiest dancer on earth. Like he loves what he's doing and is having the greatest time doing it. So
How long do we think he wore that outfit?
I bet
after the
Hours.
competition?
Hours.
He's probably sleeping in it tonight. Like this was my and because he did like all the crazy choreography that the judges kind of had a little bit of a problem with, he was like, "This is my art." and this is my artistry, and I'm going to sleep in it, and I'm going to wear it tomorrow, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
They did the jive, and he definitely outdanced her in this, and which is kind of surprising. Well, not surprising because she's an okay dancer. She's a good dancer, but she's just very cheerleader. Whenever she pushes her arms out, hands up in the air, it's spirit fingers. It's I just never get ballroom dancing from her. I feel like she's from the Disney family, and I feel her and Sugar Ray need to be partnered up. I feel like they could really do something, a great performance at Disney World, Disneyland. Hire these two. I would want to see this in the Electric Parade at night, whatever.
Exactly, like before the fireworks with the dance.
In the face, and they can be good to go.
Yeah, they both look like they either already have done it like 10 times or they have 10 more to go. They're like doing it slow and easy.
What was it? I think Len hit it on the spot when he was like, as soon as I saw the doors, that's when I knew it was going downhill for me. It's like, they both popped out of the doors with their little faces. It's like, oh God,
no.
guys, please get away from Disney. Every week it's just, it's Disney, and I don't know. She needs to be sexier. I think that's what it needs to be.
Yeah, and also they said it that they're the two youngest.
Right.
So I think that kind of adds to it. If they were partnered up differently, it might be better, because then it would have a little bit more masculinity or a little bit more like womanliness. It's just kind of two kids playing on the playground.
That's what they were today, yeah.
Last week they was running through the sunflower field, and this week they was popping out of doors like it was Christmas.
But I'm going to agree with you, Jesse. I felt like the first thing that I said when I saw them pop their faces out and come through the doors, this is quality entertainment. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
But like one of the judges said, it's a dance competition. And they made a fast dance seem slow to me. Her kicks and everything was just like lazy. And, her part seemed slow and it drug along for me. It just, other than the quality entertainment portion, I didn't enjoy the dancing so much.
Right. I actually enjoyed when they were dancing alone. And then when they came together to do the actual jive, it was, like the judges said, there was no jive.
There was like 2 kicks, and that was their jive.
And it showed in their scores, except Bruno, who's
insane.
You can throw lollipops and candy canes at
That's why he was excited. He was like, you have eyelashes, and you've got makeup, and
I
you've got
like
this, and I love it. So he gives them a freaking 7. Like,
Yes.
what?
Like the drama. Give me drama.
Overall, they got an 18. And overall from last week's score, they got a 39 out of 60. So congratulations.
They're
to
doing
them.
very well.
I definitely think that she'll be in the competition for a while because she has a huge Disney following, as I've found out.
I was wondering about that because I don't think of her when I think of Disney because I don't know
either.
her, but I assumed maybe.
Yes.
She's been around for a minute.
But yeah, Chelsea.
Was she on one show on Disney or more than one? Do we know the show?
I'm not sure. I want to say one show. I think
one.
I can't think what it is, but
if you're on Disney, it's crazy.
They remember you for
just
life.
put you out there.
Like your doll, and then you got your purse and your makeup and your wand, and it's crazy.
They
Disney's
love you forever.
wild.
It's a machine. Cranking
she'll
out
have
stars.
all these outfits.
Cranking out
for her
stars.
doll.
She'll have them ready for the parade, Jesse.
So the star of the night, though, I feel.
Agreed.
Chris
agree.
Jericho.
I agree.
Worst performer we thought last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was
worst?
pretty
Well,
bad. He was second to
Yeah.
worst. I think Crazy Mike or Psychotic Mike, what is his name?
We expected
Psycho
that
Mike,
though.
Psycho.
Yeah.
With Chris Jericho last week, it was just a hot mess. Even his dancer, who Cheryl, was bad last week. And they had just these weird costumes and the
Pleather
and it was very wrestling with the
very
spikes
wrestling.
works
I was
and-
so mad.
He had
I
arm
was watching it. I was
bracelets.
like, everybody knows, like they say it before you come out. You're a wrestler. Okay, now we need fireworks. We need
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
and the pleather and
Yeah.
bad. I thought he was gonna rip his
bracelets.
shirt. Oh, did he rip his sleeves off last week or this week?
He didn't. Yeah, they were off last
Last
week because he
week.
had arm
Yeah.
bracelets.
Last week. Oh, I thought that was terrible. Yeah.
Right. This week he left them off.
He
Yes.
I believe.
That's
He
good.
just had them off.
Neat.
And they had nice little matching outfits
He was a
tonight.
gentleman. The blue brought out his eyes.
Yes.
Yes,
I
they
appreciated
did a quick
that.
step.
It was very nice.
His hair was smooth.
It was a total transition this week. It was very impressive.
He was.
he made a total change from last time.
Definitely.
And held his own.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Sophisticated, elegant, light on his feet.
Yeah, it was good.
And his great butt was right there.
Yeah.
Yes. Who made the comment about his big ass?
It wasn't
Len,
it.
right?
Was
Len?
it Bruno?
I think it was Bruno that said you had all that junk and we didn't know if you'd know what to do with it. And then Carrie Ann co-signed yeah, I'm happy with whatever you want to do with it.
Carrie Ann just be.
She's like, come on over here, buddy.
His wife was there,
fine.
and there was another wrestler there as well watching, so that might have helped. Maybe he felt a little pressure. I better do good now. Or maybe Vince called him up and was like, that was horrible.
Right.
Do better. You're giving us a bad name. Bad job. So.
And I definitely got to say, last week, their chemistry was very off. And this week, they were just flowing together. He had her pulled up to her
She was the picture in his frame.
Sure was.
I'm
Well,
sure
the thing
it
is,
happened.
in this
Yes.
case, the celebrity really, didn't need the help of the dancer, kind of outshined her in this
Right.
one.
Oh, I thought so too.
Yeah, I mean, my eyes were on him the whole time because it was so solid. The performance was so solid.
And one other thing is when I was looking, when I watched the show, obviously I'm comparing the dancer to the celebrity. And from last week to this week, I know we had only seen 3 performers before him, but out of everybody, his footwork matched the dancers.
Yes.
To a T.
Yeah.
And I think he might have 1 or 2 little flubs up, but for the most part,
He was on point.
he was great. So go Chris Jericho.
Go Chris and go Cheryl for whipping him into shape.
Yes.
Yeah. She was rough.
Did miracles. She did some good work.
She did. She was serious. She had that frame bar on,
Yeah.
dancing around, and although I feel like he's like a little puppy dog because she was
Yeah.
Oh, he
put your
is.
feet together, and he had to look down.
Look
at
down.
his feet.
That was
You gotta
funny.
look at your feet to put them together.
And then
That
she
was
made
great.
fun of him and
That
said,
was
"This is what you just
amazing.
did right now."
But at the same
In
time,
slow motion.
yes.
and then made us watch it.
But he takes
hilarious.
direction very well. So
He
go
does.
Chris.
Go him.
So his scores was a 23 this week, which gives him a 42 out of 60 overall.
That's
That's
huge.
great.
That's big.
Very much so.
Especially
That's
compared to
great.
last week.
Oh.
So go him.
So coming up next, we had Little Miss Petra
Nemkova.
Kova and Mr. Dimitri, who we're not too big a fan of, but
I didn't even know his name. I wrote Petra and.
right.
I did
don't
too.
like him.
Petra Ann. I did
I'm
Petra
sorry.
Ann.
I've been watching the show a long time. Dimitri, not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Well, they did the jive this week, and she was kind of nervous because the jive has a lot of kicking in it. And she was like, I'm so tall. What am I supposed to do? Grow
Go
shorter?
Grow
Yes,
shorter.
Grow shorter.
Well, she
She's-
said that
she's-
into response. I think it was Len said the week
Yeah.
before, "Hey, next week you've got this dance,
gonna be
and
tough.
it's very difficult for tall people to do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Long legs.
And, last week they reminded her of the whole tsunami thing. And what was it, like a
Yeah.
week or 2 weeks after the tsunami in Japan? So she was really emotional last week, and
Yeah.
we felt like it kind of
It was
affected
icy.
her.
It
Yeah,
was
she was
icy.
very
It
icy.
was
She was very
icy last
cold.
week.
But this week, it started off slow when she had her whole little costume on. But as soon as she ripped that off, it was like, okay, girl, what you feel a little comfortable with the skin showing, huh?
She was
She's like,
"I
I'm on the
will
runway.
show my mother
I am
body."
on the
She gave
runway.
me Jessica Rabbit
You
tonight.
know?
She
She's like, I know kick, but I will show you what I got. She's
She
awesome.
stepped it up. The only issue I really had with her, I mean, she looked happy. It was much better than last week. The
Yeah.
only issue I really had with her was she did this awkward thing. Like, she could move her arms correctly. She had her head, her face was doing everything. Her feet, she was doing the kicks, and which I was very surprised by. But she kept doing this weird, and I don't know how you do this, but it was just like this weird thing with her abs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't understand how you're doing that because I've never seen anybody do that before.
Yeah.
It was like she was like thrusting her abs and like leaving her shoulders and her hips behind.
Well, you really saw it when he threw her up on the table, and then
Yes.
she did something where I don't know what it was, but it was at that point you
awkward.
saw it really
Yeah.
clearly.
And I think
Very
it's just
much.
because she's not very strong.
Yeah,
there.
and that's what they commented on.
Yeah.
Like she had that thing where you suck it in and
Right.
hold that back up.
Her
Yeah,
core.
She didn't have that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I wrote down weird posture is what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Very weird. She needed to work on her core strength, but it was a great performance overall. She was tight, sharp, and I did like the little flip thing that she did. That was kind of surprising, which she practiced and worked hard on because she was nervous about it.
You mean the slide through his legs?
Yes.
Is that what
And
we're
the
talking
flip
about?
Slid her
over
through-
and come back.
yes.
That was
That was
true.
impressive. For,
It was.
He didn't like it.
It was a little Like it was almost like
jumpy at the beginning.
Well, I mean, weren't we all like, when's she gonna get through?
Well, she's
Is she through yet? Is it over?
She had a long way to go.
She did.
She's 5'10", dude. She's got to get all the way under and switch. I can't even move it. I'm only 5'9". Switch it back around and go back.
So I gotta give her that.
Yeah, but it looked like she was waiting too, like us. Like, okay, am I done? You know,
You gonna pull me back now?
Come on, let's go.
I got to get
She's
my
like,
legs
oh,
through.
we're going that way now. Oh, okay, let's go.
Well, overall,
But she tried it.
She did.
We were just trying to protect her pelvis, is what
I was nervous. I mean, that's fair.
I was nervous about that.
You have a shattered pelvis, and he's about to throw you on a hard
Yeah,
dance floor.
and hit her head on the floor, if I'm not mistaken,
When they
in
were-
the package,
Yeah.
prepackaged. Hit her head on the floor.
It's rough. It's
Yeah,
rough.
she didn't sell it though. She's
No.
like, oh, you hit my head. That's all right. Hit my hip. You're in trouble.
She's definitely a trooper. I'll give her that.
This is a new
Oh,
one.
wait
I
a
got
minute,
to keep
wait a
this
minute.
one.
What about the fact that we had to introduce a trampoline to train her on this one?
Hey, that
Hey,
was
you gotta
tight.
start somewhere.
I mean, I don't get it.
Because that helps you get away, because you don't have as much control on a trampoline, so you just fall and pull your life back together.
She did all that practice on the trampoline, but then when he
I'm
tried
all
it,
I'm good now.
I
Trampoline
can do
therapy.
it. There, exactly.
overall she got 666, leaving her with a 18, but a final score of 36 over 60. So not too bad. So
Not too
definitely, I
bad.
could definitely see her staying in there for a little bit longer.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know.
She's
got
gotta
a
wo-
fan base. I don't see how.
But she's got to work on her
I mean-
performance.
Yeah.
She's not very.
Who's gonna vote for Petra? Like, would you vote for Petra?
Well, I mean, is this only aired in America?
Well,
As if it's in Japan.
Czechoslovakia
They're
got
all
the
on their
votes
little
covered.
apps.
We found that out
Who,
today.
that is a good question. Is it just voting here? Is it just
Well, I mean, you could dial the phone number from anywhere.
Yeah, I would think you would be able to
It's
have
just-
it every night.
call anybody anywhere?
Oh,
Yes,
Sorry.
my girl.
Britney Spears
I'm
tomorrow
waiting.
morning. Very excited about
Can
that.
I just say that that's what Chelsea reminds me of when Britney started out, and Britney was very cheerleader dancing when she was like, doing,
Yes.
oops, I did
Yes.
it again. And then suddenly when Slave came, she became a woman, and it
She
was like
did.
in her body. So that's where Chelsea's got to get to. Look to Britney
She's
for your
gotta do it quick.
inspiration.
I'm telling
So,
you,
so in answer to the question, I think that
Little
It doesn't matter what I
Britney
think.
Spears AfterBuzz TV exclusive right there. Go ahead. What were we gonna
Oh,
say?
okay. I was going to say that as far as Petra goes, I mean, do we think that the viewers vote for dancers that they actually want to see dance again, or do they just vote for their, the people they idolize?
Both.
It's both.
I mean, go ahead.
Well, I think wrestling fans will always, vote for the wrestler, and I think football fans will, if they have to sit there and watch it with their wife,
Right.
they're gonna vote. They're gonna vote for the football player or the boxer.
I don't think they're watching or voting.
They're like, forget
Now,
this.
interesting because during a commercial break you mentioned that Chris is you weren't sure if Chris was still filming Raw.
I don't know. I have to figure that out if he's still filming it or not, because he could be flying out doing Monday Night Raw and then and then coming in for the Tuesday night live event. So I don't know.
Now, would he be able to promote himself on Raw for dancing?
Oh, of course.
he would, absolutely.
Of course he would. He is like an ultimate promoter with the ladies, with the TV shows. He's a good promoter.
Alrighty, Chris. Because that's kind of interesting because out of everybody, him, Wendy Williams, Kendra's reality show just ended.
Yeah, it's ended. So
The only two that really have a platform to.
really get their word out right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's from last week. So good. Last week,
we're
Cheryl and
watching,
Mark.
Chelsea, Kane.
You don't even know her
Oh,
name.
sorry.
You said
Chelsea
Cheryl
Mark.
and Mark. That's how good.
Is there a
she
Cheryl on the
is.
show?
Yeah, Cheryl Burke is dancing with Chris
Oh, I don't like her.
Jericho.
I don't like her.
Hater.
But, yeah.
Wackadocious, bouffant hair. Boo.
Over it.
I don't care about the hair.
Moving
They
on
danced well.
It all matters.
to someone who danced well, Miss Kirstie Allen.
Kirstie Alley.
Love her. And she dances with.
Maxim
Maxim.
What do you mean someone who danced well? She didn't dance well tonight.
She danced well. It wasn't
She didn't-
amazing.
It wasn't like last week.
No, but
But
it was
she did
good.
Okay,
well.
last week was well. If not like last week, then not well this
Okay,
week.
are we gonna have to start turning
It's
down
simple
mics
math.
already?
Turn it
It's
off.
early in the show.
It's simple
early in
math.
the show. We're gonna have to
I
turn
mean,
down the mics.
let's say it like this.
I mean, the whole show is about math.
Last week she did what? The foxtrot.
Yes.
This
Yes.
week she's doing the quick step.
Very
Foxtrot,
different
very
dancing.
slow. She was spinning all over. I couldn't believe the spins last week. The quick step is, I mean, she's old. She's overweight right now. She says she's trying to lose, 40 more pounds?
40 more
Yeah.
pounds.
It's a lot of footwork in the quick step.
Yeah.
But didn't she do sort of a quick foxtrot though?
She
wasn't
did
it?
do a
It was upbeat.
fact-
I was gonna say
yeah,
it was
quick
upbeat,
one last week.
but that's not the same as this kind of footwork. Like quick step is like, ooh, dude, let's go.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know,
not
Courtney.
foxtrot.
I'll bet that if we were to replay the foxtrot, we would see some steps that were very similar
No,
to
no,
the
no, no.
what has to
Foxtrot
happen
is
in a quick step.
gliding.
Exactly.
Foxtrot is gliding.
Yeah, but she didn't do the
It's-
glide the whole
yes,
time. She did some
but
quick
she-
stuff.
No.
What do you
We're
mean?
not-
No.
I
saw
I
it.
don't want to get involved in an unnecessary conversation about why quick step and foxtrot. Let's not go there.
But overall, the
Kirsty
foxtrot
is good.
Yes,
And you're wrong.
foxtrot's a lot of gliding.
I thought she did good.
She
I
did.
thought she did
Exactly.
great. You know, I
When?
thought
This
that-
week or last week?
I think both weeks.
Thank you.
And especially because I don't think there are that many girls on this season that are
That are
excellent.
bringing it.
Yeah, like
They're bringing it, and
there's
she's bringing
three
it.
guys this week that were at the top. You know. it
Okay,
was-
well, I guess if you guys
I mean, you're a
gotta
little perky.
get whatever you can get.
You're a little perky Chelsea. Barely gave us any
Right.
footwork.
No, I wasn't. I was
and
not happy with her performance
Kirsty
today.
still gave more
She's given a
footwork
lot of
than
hands
her.
though, Chelsea.
That's the
Yo.
cheerleader.
It's short.
Damn.
Hiya,
But okay, look. Let's,
rah, rah,
Woo.
shish goomba.
very much.
I'm like,
This is
where's your
ridiculous.
megaphone and your pom pom?
Give me a C.
Look like High School Musical. Girl,
Exactly.
go back. But I mean, as far as Christy, the judges loved it. They did notice she had a little trip in the middle of it,
Yes.
and her energy did wilt away.
Yes,
towards
that was
the end.
obvious. You could see when she kind of ran out of steam.
Her face went back, and she was like,
I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah,
But-
it was a fast dance again that was actually slow, and it wasn't enjoyable. She did not do good this week. Her scores were way too high.
Can we trade you in for a new model?
Oh, and that kiss was funny at the end.
It was
Wasn't
funny.
planned.
Yo, that was, and it was a good kiss.
Oh,
They like
yeah.
sold
It's
it
in there.
I was like, okay, Maxim, you dirty.
Yeah, he liked it too. He was like
that's
touching
Because I
her.
was already
Chris
tapping
Jenner.
on her butt in rehearsal, and then
And then afterwards, he was like smacking everybody's butts. He was just
Yes.
going around.
he was like, you done excited
I'm
me.
excited. I didn't feel that.
I'm about to take this cougar home.
The only thing I'll say about her that kind of upset me is last week she was very light on her feet.
Yes.
And with the foxtrot, that should have showed more because it's a lot of gliding. But then with this week, it's a lot of hopping, and she was hopping flat foot, and it was
Yes.
like,
I agree.
I also think it was the dress though, because that dress on the bottom was very heavy. So every time it was
That's
like boom, boom, boom. You know.
Right.
So,
but even the dress kind of should have helped her out a little more because it was heavy, but it still had that flow
movement,
to
yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
know? But
No. This is the one where I think I said that I think.
you thought she wore the dress to hide the
To hide
mess.
'em.
See, at least you were listening.
I always listen, Ed. That doesn't make you correct, sweetie. Sorry.
You know
she
what?
did a good job. Just accept it. Swallow it and enjoy it.
She did not do a good job this week. She fell short this week, and then
She
it was clear.
didn't do as well as last
And they let her
week.
off the hook. By the way, they let her
They
off the
did
hook
not let her off the
also
hook. She's got
with
a
the
6.
song. The song was slower than it should have been.
A lot of their songs were like
Yeah.
that. They didn't
Yeah.
pick super like hype songs at all this
do
week.
they pick
No.
the songs,
I
or
think,
does the choreographer pick it?
the choreographer picks them.
He does. Because I'm not crazy about any. I think there was one
Yeah.
song tonight that I liked for
No,
every.
the only
Yeah.
song that I
all of
liked
them.
was the Stevie song. Who did it? Do I do?
I like Sugar Rays.
Did I miss
Was
that?
it Sugar Ray's?
No, that wasn't the
No,
Stevie
No.
Wonder
Hines
song.
Ward I thought had
Yeah.
the best song. That rock and whatever. We'll
But
get to
I
that.
like Sugar song.
So yeah, Christy overall got a 20 with a total score of 43 out of 60. So she's in the top definitely.
She's in the top. She's doing
and
well.
I mean, she's kind of a ringer that we've been saying.
Yeah.
She has a
I
huge
think
fan
all
base.
the ladies in the middle of the country are gonna be like, "Go, Kirsty, we
Right,
love
represent.
you."
Come
Represent.
on.
She is representing, and just I
So-
love every week she just gets off the stage and she is so out of breath, and it's just like that's what she put out of everybody. Like I said, it looks to me as if she puts her all in the
Puts it
actual
all.
performance.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
You know,
And it's
Stop
surprising too
frowning,
because she's
Ed.
the oldest.
Stop
just-
frowning. Why are
who do you
such a
feel put
hater?
their
Listen,
all
listen.
into the
I'm
performance?
just, you know what? I frown because I see like hype. I see like, it's
Hype?
too. Yeah, it's too much.
Kirstie
No,
Alley.
the fact is
She's
she did not
overweight,
do
she's
a
got
good
big
job.
hair,
She
she's,
fell
like,
short of what she did
hilarious
last
and making
week.
fun of it.
She fell short of what she did last week. They let her off the hook with a slow song for a fast dance, and they gave her a dress to hide the fact that she wasn't going to be moving her legs. and you guys are talking about she did that.
They did not give her a dress that hides her legs. The quick step, they are looking at your feet. And they were looking at her feet. You could still see her feet.
Well, it's
the
a good
judges
thing.
obviously noticed. She got 7, 6, 7. She didn't get 8s.
I'm
And
so happy you know so much.
wait, and if she had awkward knees or awkward legs, you with that dress you would have been able to tell.
You can't see her knees.
I was gonna say, girls stop, boys stop. Yes, you can. That dress was very flowy. You could see her feet and all.
I didn't see any knees.
But
I didn't see any
anyways,
knees.
moving on, we had Mr. Psycho Mike and just
Lacey Schwimmer.
eye candy. That's all you are.
He's so cute.
And it's like
he's
that's what
very
makes up
cute.
the excuse for how bad of a dancer he is.
I want him to be good. I
Me
really
too.
do.
And he's hot.
Like,
He's
come
in
on.
shape, like,
And you know
Yeah.
what? That might save him.
That's what I
Because
said. He
you
should took
wa-
his shirt off. Oh, we would have been like, I'll vote for you.
I hope
every
it's
day.
good under there, though.
No,
No,
you saw his muscle.
no. What are we talking about?
You're not on the
I need
team.
to
We're
run.
firing you.
I need to reel this in.
Camera.
This needs to be reeled in.
Psycho Mike needs to win.
Psycho
By the way-
Mike is sexified walking.
For the record,
Wait, you
I
think
am not-
Chelsea's cute little blonde? She can do what?
little
She is.
girl,
High
and you're
School
gonna
Musical
hate
vote.
on. Did you see his bicep?
Why are you?
Right.
Look, the fact is, well, I'm not going to go back to the other couple, but this one, Psycho Mike. For the record, I'm not interested in how Psycho Mike looks, and it doesn't help me approve his dance.
That's all right.
Blah blah
That's
blah.
fine.
So, no, it
No,
was bad.
We're not fighting and
sorry.
saying that it was good. Nobody said he
No,
danced
it was
well.
it was
It's-
bad.
it's
He
not
just
gonna
looked
save
good.
him. It's not going to save
Well,
him.
no, why I'm saying it's going to save
Pigeon-toed,
him.
bow-legged,
Right.
and everything else.
Oh,
Look,
poor
you
boy.
know what?
He's got it all wrong. It's like
I have to write
bow
his name
leg,
down. I have
pigeon
to write his
toe,
name
my
down
arms
'cause
are
I did.
crazy.
But why I feel it's going to, it could, I'm not saying it's going to save him. Why I feel it could save him is because a lot of females watch this show. And like Maria just said,
A pity vote.
Yeah.
not even a pity vote, but I feel like he might, I want him to do better. I
Yeah.
feel like he might be able to grow and learn. And
Yeah.
the thing about the industry is people love watching others grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look
like
at Bristol
I think,
Palin last year.
Yes.
Womp womp at the beginning.
Womp
Even
womp.
I mean,
Still
at
womp
the
womp
end.
almost all the way through.
Right.
But
But she improved overall from where
She
she
did.
came
She
from and where she
improved.
started.
Okay, I only have one comment about the Psycho Mike performance. Are we at the prediction section yet, please?
No.
whatever.
When
I'm
we
ready
get
to
to it.
insert my prediction at this point.
Whatever.
And the other thing about Psycho Mike, which he has it going against him, is his teammate Lacey. Girl.
Oh,
Can I say,
Lord, have
Oh,
mercy.
I
come-
think she's very sexy.
She is. She's beautiful.
I think she's sexy.
Wait,
I do.
okay.
How you do that?
Her body is sexy.
I think
her
her body
body's
is
wonderful.
I
She
think
has
her body's
an
amazing.
ass for days,
She's got
like-
and that back curve, and then
Uh-huh.
she's got these like cute abs that are cut just
Yep.
nice, that it's not like super hard. But then
How-
Get to this region.
Yeah, how do you see past the head?
Well, see,
That's so
the
much
thing.
here or
I
here.
Just,
Just-
I'm like, can you just why?
It's
Can you
like-
explain it?
Well, she probably wants
I
to.
don't think you can.
'Cause
Like,
I'm like,
why?
She's growing the roots
Wait a minute.
out, but
It
why
has-
would you stick blonde extensions if you're trying to grow it out anyway?
Yeah, and why wouldn't you dye something?
Yo,
Dye one.
And why could I see your
Dye
cornrows?
one of them.
Yes.
Why could I see your cornrows? Did they forget to finish your wig? Like, there were tracks. Like you
Right
braided
here.
up
Yeah.
to sew it in. So I'm assuming they just were like, "Oh, but we ran out of time. We just gonna do a wig."
No, no,
Get
no.
out there.
Girl,
It'll be
you
all
are
right.
not, you
Go.
are not Shakira, please.
It wasn't
stop.
working.
No.
No, the really horrible thing about that is that all of the stuff we're seeing with regard to her hair has to be intentional. And that's
Well, and
really
that's the
bad.
thing. Now
it
wait,
has to
how
be.
long in
They're
between?
doing that on purpose.
How long in between? Because they do it every season. It's not like it's once a year, Dancing with the Stars. So how long do they have in between? Because it's like, girl, you picked the wrong time to let your hair grow
see,
natural.
Yeah, what is it, about a
they
week,
do
an
a
inch?
Fall. They do a fall,
A
right? Like
month?
September till
Yeah.
November,
Right, okay,
December,
yeah,
and then
November.
they do a new one in the spring, which is March. And I think she was in the last group. She didn't take a break last time. I can't remember when she was blonde last time. But just go back to being a brunette.
Really,
Don't
but
be
really, see,
blonde.
I kind of feel like she should stick blonde because you have Christina. What's her name?
Which
That's
one?
The really pretty one with that dances with Ralph.
Oh yeah,
Karina.
Karina.
I could see the two of them almost getting compared if she was to go fully brown.
But see, that's the
dark
thing
hair.
about Lacey. Like Karina is like the slim, like Eastern European, like firecracker. But Chelsea was like the slightly like edgy, like a little hip hop, a little bit
Yeah.
bouncier girl. Like I think she could keep her identity even if she was a brunette. I just pick.
Just
Let's
decide.
Just pick. You know, be a redhead.
Go
Go
all right.
purple.
Do something.
I'm fine. Just pick one.
Pull a Britney
Like
and
Maria
put a wig
said,
on.
dye
it.
one of them.
One.
Thank you.
Just one.
Just pick
Pick
one.
one.
And
Exactly.
pick and also the texture. It was very bad.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
old school Yaki braiding hair. Like,
she had nap
How
on
does it
top
happen, though?
and just like
Yeah.
sleek.
it's like, boo,
It was like teased and then like some.
it looked dead. They do human hair extensions now. You don't have to go synthetic.
Girl, if you listen
You
out there.
don't have to go synthetic. And we think you're hot. We just want
yeah,
you to be
we
hot.
just,
Just
you
be
know,
hot.
Don't be
fix
upset.
one.
Ed doesn't think you're hot because Ed's a hater and a permanent
I
hater
can't-
on everybody. But whatever.
Man, I just can't
You
get past
think
the hair.
little Chelsea Kane is hot?
It's not about
She's
her
pretty.
being hot.
She's cute.
Right,
No,
but like if
actually, I'm not attracted to her at all. If you want to know the truth, I just believe that her and Mark danced well last week. This week they fell off, but last week it was good, and I
Okay.
felt they were underscored, or they weren't,
okay.
especially by you guys.
And
So
he's
back
still
to Psycho
talking
Mike.
about Chelsea.
The one thing
just saying.
we kind of felt was a little unfair of the judges to say was for him to fix his pigeon toes, his
Yeah,
little
how do
pigeon
you-
stance.
you
It's
can't
like
do
that's a physical
that.
thing, and we clearly have seen this that he just has those bow legs. But well, girl,
It's not cute.
it's cute if you work a dance around it.
I like it.
You
I
work a
always
little,
like
like,
guys with bow legs.
penguin.
I always liked it.
Dance.
So you know.
Your little pigeon toes, but he can't really do anything
No.
about that. I don't.
I don't
Pretty
believe
sure.
so.
It was bad.
But so yeah, he got. I
He was
believe was this the
stomping
worst score of
hard.
the night?
I'm pretty sure it had to be right.
They did
He
something
got a-
Or
like
no,
that.
he tied with Wendy, right?
Oh yep, he
Yeah.
got a 17 overall, giving him a 30 out of 60.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh well,
But
what are you gonna do?
sorry, bud.
You're still hot.
Yeah. Speaking of hot, we had Romeo coming up next with Little Miss Chelsea. They did the quick step, and his head was killing me tonight. He had his chin up like he was just, I don't know what he felt he was, like trying to be prestige or something.
He was the
But much
king.
better than his father.
King of the world.
Gotta
Yes.
give him that.
We,
His
we,
fa-
we just need to bury his dad's legacy to rest.
Yes.
That was nothing to stand on. Romeo
No.
has gone long past that, man.
How about that gigantic leap that he made off of the
Yo.
stage?
Yo, jumped for
Jumped.
days.
Dude, how high did he get?
Hey,
Floating.
you weren't playing basketball for nothing.
Right.
No, he wasn't playing basketball then, but he was when he was doing the rest of the dance, though.
Yeah.
Everything looked like he was running up for a
Oh,
layup.
It wasn't
Yes.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was-
knees stayed bent the entire time. He was running to make the 2 points is what he was trying to do.
He's a little kind of too far up.
I
in
didn't
the
like
air.
it.
I
In case
wasn't
that wasn't
engaged.
clear.
I wasn't engaged.
I wasn't engaged.
Part of me felt that it might have been the song that
Yeah.
did
they
it.
did it
The
to
song was like,
Grease-song.
you're the one that I want when you think of like the movie. They're like jumping
Yes.
all around. It's fast, and this was
Yeah.
very like almost ballroom.
Because it was quick
seemed
step.
ver-
It is ballroom.
Yeah, but like it was just a little too stiff on the top, and they did the little hops. And was he the one I did? No, he didn't do it, but he eased into different moves, and that's
Yeah.
something I noticed. But he didn't have there was no transition. The transition was awkward for him. It was either he was really stiff or then he loosened up a little bit, and that's where I
Yeah.
think you got it looked like he was going up for a layup because
Yeah.
I don't know, he was doing something weird with his knees and.
But it's interesting because the judges seemed to think it was great, and they commented on the transitions from like 1 minute you're this and 1 minute
Yeah.
you're that, and you do that so well and seamlessly. And I was like, really?
And-
I didn't.
Yeah, we were
feel
surprised at the
that.
judge's response.
Yeah.
We didn't like it.
Yeah.
Said best dance of the night.
Who said that? Was that Len that
I
said
forgot
that?
about that.
Was it Len?
Lynn said
Yes.
best
Yes.
dance of the
Yes.
night,
Like,
but
that was surprising.
and like jumped up.
Yes,
Not
said it
that
and
he doesn't
pointed.
jump up
He's
every
like,
other
"You're
time,
one
but
to
he's like,
watch."
"You're amazing."
Yeah.
No.
Well, I
Wasn't-
mean, maybe he saw something that we're not seeing.
I mean,
a little
hey,
quick,
Wait a minute.
a little
I'm sure he
change
did.
or
I'm
something.
sensing some insincerity here because during the show, I expressed my dislike for that performance. Maria backed me up, and y'all were like, "Oh no, it was great."
No, I was not. What I said was when
Oh,
he
God.
responded
Did I
to
sound
the
like I was
best-
quoting?
The best thing of
Yes.
the night. It did sound like you were quoting. You said, it was the best thing ever.
You
no,
pointing
we didn't.
and everything. Like,
All I'm
Did I sound
saying-
like that?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Can we get that
Jesse, for
apology
backing
again?
it up. I know, play it over. But no, when he said it was the best dance of the night, and we were like, no, I thought Mike Jericho was better. And then I looked back to see what kind of scores Mike Jericho got. And
You
I
mean
didn't
Chris
think-
Jericho?
Whatever.
You got his name
Is that his
wrong.
name?
Psycho
Chris
Mike,
Jericho.
you think?
Psycho Mike is in my brain because he's so cute. I want to eat him up. Anyway, but so like he wasn't the best dancer of the night, but he was pretty close because up until that point, that was like 8 dances. He was number 2.
Nah,
Like,
I don't remember hearing all that when we were watching
you
the show.
don't
I don't remember.
listen.
I listened.
Courtney said it was a good dance.
I'm
I
talking
totally
about
agree.
what I heard, so obviously I
you
listened.
don't listen.
It was a good dance. It was overall better than last week. He was a lot looser than last week.
I think it was better than last week because that was one of the complaints last week. He wouldn't like move his
All right,
body
guys,
enough and get
hold
into
on
it.
one sec. We have a caller on the line.
Oh.
Caller, are you here?
Exciting.
No, they hung up.
Oh.
Oh,
They got too nervous.
Aww.
That's
Way to get us
sad.
all excited.
Call
Bill.
back.
I know.
Yeah,
well,
if you can
one
hear,
of the things
call
we
back.
Call back.
one of the things we obviously we don't take a lot of calls on our shows
No.
because everyone's so opinionated. But as we all know, we're changing things up here at the network. So Lottie, whatever, I'm not gonna say the F word. But yeah, we want to take more calls, and so I wanted to get this guy in. He was
Which
on
F word
hold
are
for a
we
long
talking?
time, but apparently had nothing to say, and that's why we don't take calls.
okay. We don't need another apology
Phil,
to
can
anybody.
you stop
Man.
that hostility?
Relax.
Dude, play your
Bring it
piano
back
some more.
in.
Relax.
Go play your
Jeez.
Start doing the gnome reggae.
Need Red Bulls.
Right. Hey, calm down on that.
Relax.
So yeah, Romeo got an overall score of 23. So go Romeo.
They put him with Chris Jericho, right? Or was he?
Yeah,
last?
same.
Yes.
Yeah, that was, I think, a little misstep, but
Yeah.
you know, Bruno is who he is.
I really liked Chelsea's dress though, the gold and black dress that she was wearing.
His little reptilian suit was
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, but I liked her
But her
dress.
dress
I
was
was
cute.
uncomfortable with her belt.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what, that's what destroyed
Yeah.
it for me. I was like, oh wow, oh wow.
You know, the little 50s
Because I
theme
really
was
liked
cute.
her outfit last week. She was Brittany last week.
Yes, she was Brittany last week.
It was amazing.
We're just plugging Brittany in. Go buy the
Sorry.
record tomorrow.
Hey,
Femme
I'm
Fatale in
not
stores.
Obsessed at all. Not
Oops, I
obsessed
did it
at
again.
all.
Brittany.
So somebody else we're obsessed with, Miss Wendy Williams.
We love
Wendy.
you,
Now,
Wendy.
actually, I wanted to plug this in earlier when you asked, do we think that people vote for who they love on the show or for the actual dancing? I do believe it's definitely a tie, but it overall is who you're a fan for because as last week we saw Wendy up there, we were like, ooh, she did.
But we voted.
There were like 3 of us in here. We voted 11 times each.
Exactly.
Wendy will
And
stay
we
in this
want her to try to
competition.
get better.
She will,
And
and she did.
She did.
like
She got
her.
better.
I did-
You didn't like her.
No.
Well, okay.
It wasn't a good dance.
But compared to last week,
Yes, compared to last week.
She made
yeah.
steps.
her outfit was a little bit
Crazy.
crazy, but it was better than the whole lion thing last week. It just nothing went with
The
it.
lion thing.
It girl, she was wearing her hair was frizzed out. She looked like a big Beyonce from no, like from her last tour with that doing Crazy in Love, like. But anyways, this week she did this cute little. It was like a nice little performance. She
little
got her
outfit,
actress. She got a little actress on.
Bubblegum.
Yeah, Wendy was on the dance floor this time. Wendy Williams came out.
she
That
was
was
better.
very nice
Well,
to see.
She didn't
More
fully come out.
relaxed.
She didn't
well,
fully come
well, wait a
out.
minute, but she did what she was supposed to do with regard to this performance. I mean, you can't have Wendy Williams actually come out on the dance floor, but as much as possible.
Yes, we can.
I was gonna
I
say, I
believe
believe we
in
can.
Wendy Williams coming
It's
on
not
the
And
that-
I
dance
believe when it does, that's when she's about to win, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Wendy won, she sucks."
Wait a minute. That's not what I sound like, number one. Number two, I want Wendy to do well just like the rest of us.
Imagine you took offense and had to explain to the audience what you sound like, and they can clearly hear it. She's just getting under
And
your
that
skin.
fit.
Don't
I'm
let it get to you,
just
bud.
playing with you, Ed.
You know what? No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nope,
I'm
nope.
just playing. I'm just
Well,
playing.
anyways, Wendy put her outfit on, Wendy put her wig on, and Wendy sure as hell put her face on because this bitch, she's up like, ching! Like she was doing a Colgate commercial. She was like, I may not be
Oh.
dancing, but y'all are going to see this billboard on my face.
Oh, that's true. There was that one part where they made that first transition
Yes.
from
Yes.
walking
And
to
they
acting and
started
then
to skip.
into the dance, and then that was a pretty dramatic switch.
She was a
one
big
face to
smile.
She
another.
turned her
Yes.
head and was just like,
Yes.
Give it to
Yeah.
me, baby.
Ed, you were the first person to comment, ooh, Wendy brought the attitude tonight. You were the
Yes,
first
I
Yes,
did,
you
and I
did.
agree with that. I mean, I still say that.
Nice.
I don't agree with what you're saying about how she could have come out more. I don't think she should have. I think she did it exactly the appropriate level. She did it.
Well, when I say come out more, I just feel like when she was acting, like I've seen that Wendy on her show. So when she's making I won't say making fun of somebody, but when she's talking about people in the news, when she's commenting, she puts her little character on and she's comfortable. She's sitting in a chair. She's with her friends. I know this is totally different, but I know what she's capable of.
Okay.
I just
next week. Feel like she's with her
next
friends,
week
we will see. Because she's not going to get eliminated.
Oh, she's not.
No, she is not.
Wendy's in for the count.
And the judges totally felt her. Carrie said she was happy she overcame. She could see it. I will definitely agree with this. As much as I love Wendy, in the middle of the performance, I was almost just kind of dazing into the TV because it kind of got a little lost, and I was just looking at that pink skirt like dumb, just dumb. Like, girl, pick it up.
Yes.
But yeah, she got a 17. Len gave her a 5.
Len is harsh.
It was harsh, but
I don't think it's not fair. It's fair.
Not fair.
It's fair, I guess.
No, it's not fair.
But I mean, at least it's a better score than last week. So
exactly. As long as it is total overall, it was better than last week.
What, by 1?
Awesome. Hey.
Whatever.
1 point still matters.
Overall, she got a 31 out of 60. So
she did
Wendy.
a lot more. She earned a lot more than just 1 point better than last week. She had a major improvement, and they should have recognized it.
And you know what?
Thanks.
No, I definitely agree with you because Carrie's the only one who said she overcame, but she said she overcame her nervousness in the face.
Yeah.
So no one really commented on her actual dancing. And last week we said she danced really heavy. She did like what Chrissy Allen did today. She did that last week.
Last week she was marching.
Yeah.
Dancing. She was marching.
She seemed like she was scared to walk on the floor last week.
Yes.
Petrified.
Like she was going to fall down or something, tip over.
Yeah.
That's that hair.
Yeah, she didn't go from center. She didn't move. It's like, let's stay right here. And she was marching.
Well,
we love her.
We love you.
And here comes the head drop for Petra.
We're watching.
Bam!
Yeah.
Ow.
Ouch, boo. But she smiled. She laughed it off.
She smiled through it.
Go her. All right, another smiler we got is Ralph Macchio. Machino. Gotta say, Ralph, you looked healthier this week.
Yeah,
gotta give it to you.
You got some rest.
Yes.
Yeah, he was allowed. He was able to put more creepiness into.
He needs a tan.
He should submit to the spray tan. Submit to the orange glow.
Just be orange. It's okay.
Yeah, because yellow was not working for you last week.
Yellow's not working, and like the zombie look this week was a little.
Everybody's orange. Like everybody's the same color, and there's Ralph. Like, you got
his hand.
And what is like the jumping off of the stairs? It's like, why does everyone have to do this? Everybody, almost
cool.
everyone did this tonight.
It means you're cool.
It means you're cool.
Crowd pleaser.
Is it?
Yeah, because you like.
I want to see you jump on the stairs. I want to see you jump up.
Didn't we see that too?
Somebody did that, right?
I thought we saw.
The dancers. Didn't Wendy's partner do that?
Well, I want to see a celebrity do that. I'm tired of seeing them jump off the stairs. It's like, oh really? This is all you got to work. Jump
Maybe
on.
just roll down the stairs. Maybe
there
that
we
would
go.
like
Do a cartwheel or something.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah, that probably is coming. But so Ralph. Well, first of all, let's talk about the pre-package that we got here and his clone children.
Yes.
Now, I personally don't like to talk about other people's kids.
Well, I'm not taking it negatively. It's just strange to see somebody that looks that much like. I mean,
yeah, especially the daughter.
It's definitely supposed. I mean, it's his seed.
To a T.
But that was like Ralph Macchio with long hair. Like
that's exactly.
And the sad part is she had the forehead, and it's not like her father where he's got the swoop around to cover that forehead.
It's just.
Yeah, there wasn't even any bangs going on. Yeah.
And the wife just did not look happy. Like
she
looked over it.
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Nervous.
Right. Well, we saw them in the
they
pre-package.
Supported, and that was sweet.
Go family.
It's nice. Go
family.
That's all I'll say about that.
Beautiful children. Love your kids.
So as we got into the dance, once again.
That was that weird app thing.
Yeah, that was the Petra on the judge's table there. Yeah.
That was strange.
Weird app thing again.
And the ending.
Oh no! Yeah, that is the most awkward ending ever for Petra.
It was sloppy. Anyway.
So Ralph, another awkward thing we had here was his crazy hands.
Creepy.
creepy. Well, no, creepy was his psycho face that he was putting on when he was doing like the little.
It was a creepy face,
Push-outs
monster hand, zombie whiteness.
Yes.
And I really like Courtney's comment. This was a good catch, Courtney. He's got one active creepy hand and one dead creepy hand.
One is going,
and then they
he's
switch.
Like, jazz hands and it's.
And then they switch. The other one becomes alive, and the other one dies. Exactly.
I mean, I think he would make a great magician. he definitely is putting the hands all out there, and I like you said, Ed, it would definitely hide all of the little tricks to being a magician,
distract from the trick.
What's and the claw? Like you don't have to do the claw.
That was like Jim Carrey, liar, liar, right there.
It's okay.
Stretch your finger, be free.
Be free. Feel the dance to your fingertips.
And the judges even commented on it. You know, they didn't say he had creep hand though this week. They said he had jazz hands this week.
Did they?
Although he had creep hands to the max, and he attacked the dance, and he definitely
one jazz hand. I think they said just
was it one jazz hand.
It's like one at a time.
It was dangerous. They said he attacked the dance, and
and that one look that he had with his nose, like he connected to his lip.
Yes.
How did he do that?
It was the strangest
And he was
thing.
like punching his arm out, and it was.
Like,
I would have been scared if I was Korean.
Yeah.
Jive. I would have been scared. I was going to get knocked out.
Was it more interesting to watch or entertaining?
Oh, I didn't realize Len got kisses.
Everybody
Petra
did.
kissed everybody.
Oh,
3
okay.
times.
Well, there's a
Apparently
reason
when you
to give a
check,
good
you-
score.
Oh,
3
stop
times.
it.
Oh, boy.
No, it is. That's like unfair influence.
So the judges also said that he gets in character. He, every time, but his kicks and timing were off. Unlike last week, which he was pretty much on with his kicks.
Footwork, yeah.
I know Ed's just gonna disagree
We're
because
just
you
gonna
hated
nod
on
at
him
him
last
too,
week.
Oh, he had like 2 good spins, and then you guys went crazy. He's so
What
good.
Maria.
about
I
the
liked him.
spins?
You liked him
Thank
last
I
week.
liked him last week so
Okay.
much.
Did you like him this week as much?
Not as much this week, but I still liked him. I still liked him.
It was entertaining.
Because he's on top of the music. He's not behind the music, and so many people were behind the music, and that I think that's.
Courtney's giving him snaps right now for all you.
She's backing you
podcasts.
up.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'll just
adding-
be behind you.
There
with
you
that.
go. Yeah.
I'm behind
Be
you.
over here
She's
going.
right.
It's okay. Bounces off me. Doesn't bother. Doesn't bother.
Over here,
Make me none. Okay, make me none.
Make me none. That's really
right.
cute. So they got a score of 21, 7s across the board, giving them a final score of 45 over 60.
Are they the top?
They are the top in the competition right now.
There you go.
What?
Hater.
They should be. They really should be.
It's a fix.
Yeah.
How about that?
Consistent.
How about that?
Consistency, yeah.
What is
Being
the
on
fix?
top
Well,
of the
okay,
steps,
let's talk
yeah.
about this. Last week, we personally felt Christy
Kirsty
should have
should've been
number 1 last week.
Easy.
Yes, I agree.
This week, I'll say her score should have been exactly with Ralph's. So technically, I kind of think Christy should be in the running
Oh, yeah.
for first, but they're giving it to Ralph. I don't know.
I do
don't know
think
about
Kirsty
this.
did amazing last week. So
Yeah.
I could have won either way with that. I think it was going to.
They're both the most consistent performers. Definitely. All right. Someone who is not consistent and just not on our love list right now is Mr. Hines Ward. He danced with Kim, panting all the time, like mouth open. He kept his tongue in his mouth though this week.
It was in his mouth last week too. You
All
guys
right.
just don't
Well, as
understand
we-
what an underbite looks like.
That is beyond an underbite. Underbite is when your
How do you
teeth
even-
come below, but when you let your tongue
an
rest
underbite?
past your teeth on your lip, bottom lip, it's like,
It wasn't past the teeth.
Yeah.
You know
yes,
what?
it was.
There is entirely too much exaggeration going on in this program.
Girl.
If somebody came at you dancing like this,
I might run.
would you be excited?
I might run.
Thank you.
I'll be
Wait a minute,
Far
wait a
away.
minute, wait a minute. Okay, from my perspective, what does she look like? Okay,
No.
are we talking about we're talking about a good-looking
If
woman
somebody-
with
I
an
don't-
underbite?
I don't care if she looks like the woman of your dreams. If she's coming at you like this,
And she's all.
just
What?
say no.
Wait, the woman of my dreams can't come at me
She
like
is on
that?
some nighttime medication.
You got nighttime medication, some kind of medication.
She is on
Horrible.
something you
Hey,
don't want
look.
nothing to do with.
Girl, you just got your
When
grill
you-
Wait a minute.
fixed.
Now wait a minute.
Ed, just because it's beautiful, when you see crazy coming, you cross the street. Do not
Okay,
engage.
let me get a
Do not engage.
let me get a little
No.
technical on you. Let me get a little technical on you. Okay, so if it's the woman of my dreams, a little tardive dyskinesia ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt no one.
Come on. Now see, I said I got technical. That's one for the dictionary. I just came up like this.
I think that we again need to.
Because y'all even know what I said.
Off the microphone.
Him and AJ
Don't
hang
cut
out a
the-
lot.
He's
Bill?
called. No.
No, I would have felt
They
that.
can't deal.
Well, so personally, out of
Now I'm in
everybody,
the corner.
ooh, your microphone got shut down.
I'm in the corner.
Goodbye.
So, but personally, I gotta say, wasn't too impressed with his dance, but I will say he had overall the best package. A good song,
Yes.
nice upbeat. It was Part-Time Lover. Great outfits tonight.
Oh, best dress.
Best dress, definitely.
Yes.
They had that. What was it? Was it it was black,
It
right?
was
Black.
black and the
Black
white
little
and the
swing
reds.
dress. Yeah, had a showed a little red in it. Very
Well,
cute.
Kim's
as far as
adorable.
the woman's
Yeah.
clothes, she had the best. But no, our favorite Chris Jericho was dressed better than anybody tonight.
Not better than I kind of liked
As
how
a
Hines is
couple,
because
As a couple, I wouldn't say Chris went.
Chris was a little too Las Vegas for me with the blue sequins.
He always seems
Yeah.
Vegas.
Is that what it is?
Was
It
there
was like
sequence?
more
I didn't see.
sequence.
Was there
No,
More
sequence?
bling.
No,
And her-
Jericho.
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
Chris Jericho. He has a brother. Is he the Jericho twins? Is that what it is? No, that's the
No,
hard.
that's the Hardys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, totally off of that.
But he did have
Anyway.
kind of a fake brother, but it wasn't for reals. But yeah.
He always did the green spandex shorts. Is that? I'm trying to picture him from.
No,
I used to
but
watch
he
wrestling.
wears
back
like the little bitty
He wears
outfit. Yeah, the tiny whitey.
I mean, I remember him
Says
from that.
Jericho on his butt,
Little
just in case you
Speedo.
forgot.
Ooh, that means we get good
We need a
butt views.
bumper.
I need to
Yes.
start looking at Raw.
We're gonna start covering that here.
I'm gonna get Rich to come up with a bumper that says "epic fail," because you are just failing tonight, Jesse, with your references.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm just
Jeez.
saying, no, I'm just
Excuse me.
hey,
Oh,
Bill,
Excuse
harsh.
me. It's
Jeez.
been like about.
Guys, you
Dude.
gotta go back to
It's been
host
about
boot
10
camp.
years since I've watched wrestling right now. Like,
that's
Dude.
no excuse.
okay.
excuse
Phil,
me.
No
Phil.
excuse,
And we have an
right?
expert in here
I
who
know.
can
Hold on, hold
correct
on.
anything.
Clarify.
Hold on,
It's
Phil. Turn
okay.
your own mic
Phil.
off and play the piano, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you, Ed.
We need to get
Thank
you a
you, Ed.
Zen fountain to go in the booth with you.
Why do I have to pee? I don't know why.
That's like
it's
the
because of the
second
booth.
random hostile thing we've seen
I
from him today,
know.
right? It's like
Phil's got some.
Ever since
It's
last
hot in the
Thursday.
booth. It's hot in the booth. What do you want me to say?
if you can't take the heat, man,
get
play the
out,
piano.
Play the piano.
So, all right, well, let's talk about his actual dancing rather than ragging on his.
Remember it.
On his
Exact-
tone
well,
and
yeah.
outfit.
It was forgetful last week as well. The dancing was.
It was he had these awkward positions, and it just felt like he was almost scared to touch Kim. He was like holding her. Normally, when you want to look intimate when you're dancing with your partner, and he was holding her like almost in the front of the waist and very lightly, and I don't know. It was just it was just
Wasn't-
very disconnected for me. And the judges. Bruno though was like, "You're a part-time lover, but you're a full-time dancer." And I'm really, what were you watching, Bruno? 'Cause
Well, I think that he did better than last week, and there was more.
Well, he wasn't
connection.
marching.
He wasn't marching. He wasn't panting. He wasn't trying to lick her neck. So that was a better move on his part. They looked nice together, and I feel like they communicated some kind of connection. I don't
Why are
know
you
that
being
the
nice?
dance- I mean, I feel like there was an energy that wasn't there last week.
yeah.
So there was something that was better about it for me because
Right.
it's not. I mean, not that maybe he went last this week and now I remember who he is, but there felt like there was something more there this time. And maybe I just like Kim and I want her to do well, but he did a little something
I'll
more.
definitely give him. He wasn't flat-foot. And They gave him the
No.
title of Twinkle Toes. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Except
but-
they tried to make him better than Emmett Smith. Just
Yeah.
bullshit.
Whoa. But did you guys see personally any details in dancing? Because that's what one of the judges commented. They said, you added details to your dancing. It looked almost, it was very plain to me. He was much quicker than last week, but definitely didn't see any details in there.
I remember seeing his upper body posture was just off when he was leading her around. He was turning and bending, and I thought the judges were really going to lay into him for that.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember seeing. And I wasn't impressed. I wasn't interested. Again, it's all a blur. I don't care.
I don't think he deserved any 8s.
Yeah,
No.
He got 23. He was up
At
there
most,
with
I would have
everybody.
said 7s across the board.
Well, and so I believe, if I'm correct, is he tied with Christy?
he's up there
Yeah.
pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
He's above Christy.
Oh,
Error.
He got a 44 out of
no.
60.
that's an epic
No.
fail.
Error.
there.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know. They're on-
Judges.
I think it's the end of the night. He did
No.
well, so it's like, okay, now we can release some more 8s. because he's like up last.
Well,
I don't know.
they're giving away candy for free.
Yeah. But he ain't got no. Who gonna vote for him? Ain't nobody gonna vote for him. You going home?
Right. You lost
Yeah,
the Super Bowl,
yeah.
you
Can the
lose Dancing
fat,
with
skinny
Stars.
guy leave, please?
Why is he the fat skinny guy?
Well, I don't know. Looks fat, skinny to me. I don't know.
You're so
I just call him how I see him.
God, you're so judgmental.
All right, so
What's the point of us being here? I'm not this judgmental in real life.
So overall, that was the show for tonight. So before we go to a commercial break and get to our news and gossip, any last comments on?
Are we at the prediction stage yet?
Boy, look at your list. It comes at the very end.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's what you have a breakdown of the show for.
Poor Kirsty.
Poor, no, she just made out with Max.
Right, she is
Awesome.
very happy
she had
tonight.
a great night.
Very happy.
Lord.
And I'm pretty sure they might have had a little extra going on later.
All right.
No.
So,
She's just all sweet and happy.
I mean,
She's
isn't she
funny.
like 80? I mean, come on.
80, really?
that you
you
is
seen her?
just going
How
too
could you
hard,
hate on
Ed.
Kirstie Alley? She's hilarious. She's so vivacious and exciting and happy and funny and
And that's what the kiss was about. Is that
Yes.
she's
she's in the moment and she took
Exactly.
it and fed it and she knows how to, reach her audience.
It's a
It's
dance
great.
show.
all right. One thing
Okay,
before we go.
and
That's not dancing.
Ed, obviously, you're not on the show for a reason.
Those sparkly.
I'm not in the
boobs.
show for a reason. Is that what you just said? That makes a lot of sense. That was very
'Cause you are
intelligent.
not a star.
This is great. Now we're on the
Kirstie
playground.
is a star.
Now we're in elementary school.
Kirstie's winning and you're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, wonderful. Which she did do a good little reference to Charlie Sheen in her pre-package.
Yes,
that was
she
very
did.
That
funny.
was funny.
Mhm.
I love her.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So right before we leave, I just want to talk about, because it was bothering me and I didn't mention it throughout the show, but Carrie Ann, what did you guys think of her outfit tonight?
I think she looks like she's trying super hard, but I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked it. She looks
I
like
felt
she's
like
trying
it
way
could have
too
been nice,
hard.
but it just didn't look like it fit her well. It just
Yes.
I need her to
the
stand
whole
up. I need
chest
Yeah,
piece
and
was.
it's weird.
It was
armpit
shaped.
region.
Yes, exactly.
I liked her hand thing. That was
The
fun.
hand thing was
Yeah.
cool.
But
I liked her earrings.
The earrings were cute. The
Mhm.
hair was cute if there wasn't that much weave in it. I felt like she's trying to compete with J-Lo. You know, this is a 2-hour reality competition. American Idol's on.
She's a
And I got to say,
dancer.
J-Lo on We cover
Oh.
American Idol, and every week we're talking about how fine J-Lo is.
Outfits
And
are
outfits are
working.
crazy. But,
I don't know. Dancing with the Stars, maybe they just need all around new stylists for like Carrie Ann and.
for the whole
Brooke.
show.
Well, I mean, the dancers are supposed to look crazy and jazzy, but I mean, look at Brooke.
Her dress looks like it's wet.
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of. It could have been hot, but then I see lumps, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you're in the
but
best
it's a
shape
bad wet.
ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't ever look like I don't know.
Look like a wet cat woman.
Oh.
But with that,
You
And
are
her
a wet
furs.
cat.
Yeah,
You smell like one too.
which is a bad thing.
all right.
Oh my lord! Oh,
So
my
before we
goodness.
judge anyone else, we're gonna head over to a commercial break.
And
Phil,
she's
take
got
us.
uniboob. Oh,
Oh,
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call at 347-855-8269.
This television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Get in on the AfterBuzz.
347-855-8269. Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
Listen on iTunes.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from?
Find us on Facebook.
Your husband or your best friend?
Follow us on Twitter.
But then she's trying to kill him, so it justifies it. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
And visit us at AfterBuzzTV.com.
The wig will come off. That wig come off, baby. Oh, what?
Boardwalk Empire.
Desperate Housewives.
Glee.
Gossip Girl.
Breaking Bad.
Mad Men.
True Blood.
The Walking Dead.
Big Love.
Jersey Shore.
The Oscars.
Celebrity Rehab.
The Emmys.
If it's hot, you can bet we'll be buzzing about it.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, guys. So, George Lopez aired a spoof video which likened Kirstie Alley to a pig during his talk show. After offering an apology on his Twitter account, Alley responded, writing, quote, "Take life as lightly as you can and then move on. Even you, George, you are forgiven. Smiley face, sick in parentheses. Low blow. I'll give her that. Really, a pig?
But
It
why
was
would you do that?
bogus.
You know that
That's just
people
rude.
love her, so why would you go ahead and do that?
And out of everybody on the show you want to make fun of?
Yeah, and plus she's like 60 years old. She's been working her whole life. It's
80.
like, or 80. Give her a little bit of love.
That's why nobody will ever love you, Ed.
People love me. Okay?
You're
People love me.
hateful.
If y'all love Ed, call him.
I'm full of a lot of things, but hate is not one of them.
You handing out?
No.
Anyway, I have to admit that I only heard about that. I didn't see
I didn't see it
George
either.
Lopez pig thing. Can anybody elaborate? Can you tell me
there's
what
the
exactly
muscle.
what it was?
I mean, it was a pig, and
We're distracted
used
now.
the pig to determine who she is.
No, do the three of you want to focus on biceps or
I'm
something?
sorry.
I'll go ahead and read
The lips were like on the top bicep, and there was like perfect definition.
We're still talking about Psycho
Or
Mike
the
right now.
tricep.
Yeah.
We just hung up. See, he's going to
See,
get the
hey,
voters
that
for
means
this.
He has a good nook.
He
When
should.
holds you in the nook.
Ooh, she brought up the nook.
Got
So,
a good nook.
Anyway,
well, now there's actually a piece of news that we don't have in our news and gossip today that Ed told us about Romeo.
let me see if I can remember.
About giving little letters
yes.
out.
He can I say where I saw it?
Absolutely.
Okay, saw it on Wonderwall.com or Wonderwall and MSNBC, whatever.
But you're hearing it now live on AfterBuzz
Yep.
TV.
And
so you can get Wonderwall.
Romeo is quoted as saying that he writes love letters to Chelsea.
His partner.
No.
No, the
Chelsea Kane,
Disney
the
dancer.
Disney
Yes,
girl.
but he just doesn't give them to her.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
That's kind of weird.
Who cares? Why?
Yeah, why?
I mean,
What does that do for me?
And why are you releasing that
I can tell you some
statement?
more.
Like,
Yeah.
I can tell you some more. He also said that he does karate moves with the Karate Kid backstage.
Exciting.
Now that's fun. I really like that.
Right? I mean, like when you at least try to do something.
I would do karate
you.
moves with him.
Yes.
I would be like,
That's
can we
cool.
wax on and wax off? Can we please?
He
Paint
was like,
the fence. Paint
yeah.
the fence. Paint the
I
fence.
have to ask my wife first, and make sure you're waxing off with me and not my daughter because we look alike.
I don't think Romeo's gonna be trying to wax his daughter. Clearly, he has a things for blonde. I mean, girl, he's going after Chelsea, and compared to Chelsea, and she was probably underage. Romeo's now what, 20? He's so.
Oh well.
All right. Well, in a recent interview with People, Kendra Wilkinson said, "quote I hate how everyone is taking this so serious. People just need to relax and look at it as entertainment, as funny and fun." She said, "Don't look at it like we're supposed to be pros. I need to think this is a club." And I need to go out there and show what I really got. Girl, you thought it was a club last
You
week.
don't
the way
need to think it's a club.
Yeah, she got that one wrong.
All bad.
Oh.
What?
Okay, so you know what? To me, this is again her being defensive. So she must have seen
Yes.
something in the news or seen some feedback from fans or whatever, and now she's again defending herself.
She's insecure.
She needs to not read all those sites.
Yeah.
She just needs to stay away.
Just
She needs-
dance and have a good time.
Yeah, just
and
dance.
leave it alone.
And I kind of think it's like, well, I mean, you're sitting here saying people need to not take it so serious and they need to relax and look at it as entertainment. Girl, take your own advice. Because you be looking mad stiff up there.
Well, and crying about it. She's breaking down and saying this is just too difficult, and I'm trying to take it serious. I mean, that's what she's saying.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to do a good job and learn how to do this the right way, and she's taking it serious.
So, do we say last week we explained how she was the #1 voted to probably win the competition. Personally, and I kind of agreed with it until I saw last week's dance, and then I saw this week's dance. Girl, you need to really.
She
bring
could
it.
still really
do
get
it.
better. I mean,
Yeah.
she has the ability, the capability to do it, but she's got to shake off the mental shackles.
Mind has to
Yeah, she's
overcome
got
it.
mental shackles, and she's got to get rid
That
of them.
matter.
And she's got way more mental shackles than I thought she did.
Right.
Agreed. Did not know about all that.
Yeah, she needs a 3rd season. So Chelsea Kane revealed that she is happy her Disney fan base is following her on the show, saying they've always been really supportive of everything I'm doing. It's fun to kind of go through their comments and get feedback, including the Jonas Brothers. So this girl's getting votes up the yin yang. She got Jonas Brothers who probably tweeting this out.
Aw.
Got all those Disney fans.
Yeah.
one Disney sticks together. Courtney's sticking her finger in her mouth.
Sorry, I just threw up a little bit.
Wait, hold on. I've got a quick side note. This may be another AfterBuzz TV exclusive. It appears that Mike actually did throw the guitar and no one caught it. Just want to say that's what appears to happen on the tape. But you can go back to the news. Sorry about that.
Well, I do. I get
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Ooh, that's two in one night. All right. Yeah.
Oh, and that was a okay.
I'm sorry, I'm
We're giving
mesmerized
spin.
by Lacey's abs right now.
I gotta say though, Psycho Mike, much better than Mike the Situation.
Yo,
Ah.
for real? Like,
Oh.
Mike the Situation was almost with Master P. The only difference is that he would try.
Oh.
But
We're gonna call it trying.
let's try.
Oh.
All right, Mike. We're still just sitting in studio,
Got a good vibe.
sobbing over Mike right now,
Come on, do better.
making Ed
Nah,
throw
it's
up.
okay,
in this
don't do
The views
mouth.
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
So Radar Online is claiming ABC has asked, speaking of Psycho Mike, has asked Psycho Mike, Catherwood, and Lacey Schwimmer to tone down the sexual undertones in reference to last week's dance.
What?
Really?
Yeah, what? I kind of think this is a PR thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like we need, no one knows who he is. Let's boost it up and
It is.
kind of get a PR for Mike.
Wait a minute. What did they do?
No, the
sexual
only
last
sexual undertone is Mr. Mike sitting there, and just they're both two sexy people. There's nothing sexual going on between them because it's
They barely have chemistry to dance.
Yeah.
Like, they're having fun, but they're not, like, intimate.
they're like doing
when they're
awkward
dancing.
somersaults on the ground. This is not tumbles for
Splits,
kids.
rolling down the hill. Like, he's not doing anything sexual with her on the dance floor.
No, that's
I think there's
PR.
this weird seriousness about him in this show. It's like he comes off to me as this guy that should just think everything is a joke. I mean, he seems like he would be more like a Mark and Brian type DJ where he makes fun of everything and it's kind of inappropriate. But yet when he's getting feedback from the judges, look at him, he's all serious. And and then he's trying to do a good job and everything. Like, you know what, dude, you can't do it.
But
Just-
and they picked on his pigeon toes, so of course he's gonna look like that.
He's
Like
self-conscious. Like, what am I supposed to do?
and not only that, but he's the only person on here who is not a celebrity.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're going into this like.
Well, he's not an
underdog.
on-camera celeb, which is interesting. So is that what you mean too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, look who he's up against.
He said it last
Everyone
week
has
that
a
he's
huge.
the least celebrity-driven person.
Yeah, least known. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't even say that because what's her name, Petra?
Yeah.
She's, but at least she's pretty
Yeah,
and
but there's people that
She's
follow
pretty.
supermodels
That's
and
true.
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's their life.
and
is
she has a world fan base. So.
Yeah.
And she's got a fan base with that broken hip, so they're
Yeah,
like,
well,
you come do it, girl.
Right. When I was reminded of her story, I remembered that
Yeah.
the other major tsunami, she was a big part of the news because she was a famous person that was significantly affected by that.
So she's definitely got name recognition
Right.
on some level.
Alrighty. Well,
Oh, well.
that's your AfterBuzz TV Dancing with the Stars news and gossip for the week of March 28th, 2011. We're not saying 2011 anymore, people. 2011.
Boo.
Wait, who made the awkward comment? Romeo.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
wasn't
my
born in the
God.
90s.
Oh, 1900s.
He wasn't born
No,
in the
no.
1900s.
He said I was born in the 90s,
not the 1900s.
not the 1900s.
Ooh, honey, education.
Okay, my
fundamental.
this is where
Here
what
we
I've been
are.
waiting for. This is
So
what I've been
predictions
waiting for.
right now. So let's just give the floor to
Predictions.
Ed right now
Yes,
because
go ahead.
last week he
Alrighty.
got
I'm
cut
moving
off.
away.
Go
Okay,
ahead, Ed.
so
what are you predicting?
Do you have any questions for me?
No,
tell-
nobody even wants to talk to you. Just go ahead.
Just go.
Predict.
People want to talk. People love me.
Nobody loves you,
We
Ed.
have not gotten a call yet.
Number one.
No colors. No
Number one,
colors,
they
no
love me
colors.
and they want to talk to me.
Okay, Ed.
Now what?
It's that girl with her tongue hanging out.
Now what?
But it's the girl of my dreams, though. You gotta take a little good with the bad. I mean, bad with the good.
If that's her
You know
only
what I mean.
flaw.
Thank you. And it's coming at me. It's like for me.
Keep rationalizing,
No.
brother.
Anyway, my prediction
She
is
doing that.
that
She can't control that. Go ahead.
my
This
my
could get real inappropriate.
my prediction,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently I have the floor, but not really,
Never.
is that Psycho Mike is the first one to go. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
prediction.
That's your only prediction?
Yeah.
I could give you more if you want.
We don't want
Alright.
any.
Courtney?
We don't want none.
Any predictions over there?
I think that it could be Psycho Mike or it could be Sugar Ray. And it still hurts my feelings. Don't get me wrong. I want him to stay. I don't want him to leave. But I think that he's not connecting with the charisma that we would expect, which is
That's exactly what he is connecting with.
Oh my! I'm sorry. Is it Courtney's
you
prediction
did have the
or
floor
is it
when
Ed's prediction?
It was Ed.
I don't know.
I just don't think he has.
I don't know anymore.
I think that the reason we would be rooting for him is because he's charismatic and we love him and we want him to do well, not necessarily because he's dancing well yet. But I don't feel like he gave me enough of that charisma to make me or anybody else for that matter be like, yay, let's keep watching.
And I gotta kind of say though, I almost forgot to even bring him up to even remember to eliminate
it's
him.
forgettable.
Yeah.
And
At
I'm
least
sorry.
Psycho Mike,
And Psycho Mike's hot.
I remember.
Courtney, I would like to know.
And he's young.
I would like to know who your prediction is to surprise us the most.
To surprise us.
Yeah,
like,
who's gonna be the shocker that you think is gonna go from whatever they are now to
Wendy
whatever?
Williams. I'm sorry, honey.
No, that's all right.
Wendy.
Hit me harder.
Yay!
Yay, Wendy's gonna do something amazing. I'm waiting for her to
That's
bust
right.
out of that. Those boobs are gonna be like up there and she's gonna be on like Pasta Doble. Wendy's gonna wreck it.
Come on, wreck it.
I'm waiting. She's gonna tear it up.
Tear up the dance floor.
Tear
Maria,
it up.
what do you got?
I
Who do you
think-
think's gonna get kicked off next week, and
I have to agree with you.
who's growing?
Because I think, it's either going to
Two
be
snaps on
Sugar
this
or it's going to be Mike. I mean, because it's forgettable. Mike's a little bit more, memorable and he's hot, and so I want to vote for him. And
So wrong. So wrong.
truth.
But I
You
think
know
that
what?
Kendra's going to improve the most.
Okay, so that's your surprise pick.
Yeah, I think Kendra's going to improve the most.
Well, it's gonna with her. I think either she is or she isn't.
I think she's going to
you know what I
break
mean?
down one
Right.
week and be like, I can't
I hope
do
not.
this.
She's too competitive.
And then the next week she'll
Yeah.
be
Too
better.
competitive not to do well.
She's too,
Right.
but she's got mental shackles. She's defensive to everybody, and you can't. Her energy is going to be too spread out.
We'll see.
All right, so votes for Sugar Ray and Psycho Mike.
We'll see what happens.
Until next week, guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Peace out.
Dun,
We'll
dun,
see you next
dun.
Monday.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.